Alright, welcome back for another multiplayer cast, playing as Khorne again. This time we're matched up against Nurgle. Got a Chaos Lord of Khorne here as my leader, and we're going pretty infantry heavy. Got a couple Marauder Horsemen of Khorne with the throwing axes, just for some mobility. And let's get into this. So right now, I'm going to focus on points 1 and potentially 3 as well. Now, the main thing I'm thinking about is that Nurgle is pretty slow. And in fact, right here is a sign that I'm going to change up. And I'm going to head over here and try to harass these Chosen instead of going straight for point 3 with the Marauders. Now, I expect a lot of infantry, which is part of the reason I brought a pretty good amount of Marauders with dual weapons, Bloodletters, and Forsaken. Holy shit, I unsummoned those Marauders. Okay, alright, so that's a setback. I don't know, I must have hit a hotkey that I wasn't aware of. How did I click on that? Alright, well, anyways, I gotta roll with the punches here. So somehow I summoned my Marauder Horseman. The hotkey is U, and I don't think I hit the U button. Maybe I just happened to click on that. So, this is what we're gonna be doing. So they got a cavalryman there. Gonna be somewhat spread out. In fact, we'll get some guys over on point 2. I'm gonna pull the Forsaken back actually, because what I'm realizing is that I need to get the Bloodletters up front. What I'm realizing is that I need armor piercing for these guys. And what that means is I'll send a squad of Forsaken and a squad of Marauders with dual weapons over that way. And just spread everyone else out. This guy doesn't have armor piercing. So what I need is some kind of armor piercing. I need an answer to the Plague Toad, which is going to be Minotaurs with great weapons. That's when I was in the loading screen, I realized that would be a problem. Let's see what they do with the Toads. I want to try to get the Toads on a different target than the Bloodletters. I'm hoping he doesn't realize that I'm looking for that matchup. So let's just throw some Forsaken in and try to go for that. Chosen Nurgle with great weapons. These guys on them. Pull the Forsaken back. Keep my Lord here for now. We'll just keep him in the area so he can buff some guys. And Minotaurs are going to go after the Plague Toads. Got a victory point over there. Let's get some Flesh Hounds just over here to capture this point. And these guys as reinforcements. Keep one squad on here. What else do I need? These guys on the Chosen. He's got a lot of Chosen on here. Go after the Festering Stooges with them. Man, these guys are getting murked. Holy shit. It's the Festering Stooges with the range attack there. Gotta take down an Exalted Hero. Okay, these guys, let's jump on the Exalted Hero with them. See if we can pick him off. Run these guys through. These guys are gonna sit there. They're just gonna fight to the death. Man. Yeah, these Marauder Horsemen, that unsummon really was no bueno. I need these guys because they're going to be one of my only responses to the large targets. Keep an eye on my Lord. Just keep fighting over here. These guys. Let's get a flanking charge on the Festering Stooges. Luckily, they're good damage dealers, so they're gonna deal decently well with these guys. I think these guys have regeneration. I might be wrong about that, but we want some throwing axes on top of them. Keep skirmish mode on. Now bring this guy back. He's actually taking some decent damage. I need some kind of guard unit for him. Bring on some Flesh Hounds on some of these guys. And let's see, let's run these guys in here. Hit these Barons of the Bog. Turn that off. The one thing I hate about skirmish mode is your guys absolutely ignore orders. Okay, you know what? This is a learning experience. We're running. And what I'm going to do is abandon this point and go elsewhere. Because he only has presence. Oh shit. Speaking of the devil, I was about to say he only has presence in one area, and I was wrong about that. Now again, the anti-large is my biggest problem. That's what I'm lacking the most. What do I have that's going to deal decently against those guys? Maybe Chaos Knights. Yeah, they're anti-infantry. He's got some standard marauders. So let's run straight in there. They're not threatening point 3, so I'm going to run over this way, and then I'll send some other troops over there, maybe something less valuable. These guys, come on. Yeah, I got to keep skirmish mode turned off for now. Everybody that's over here is just gonna slow them down. Khorne's greatest warriors. And get the marauders with dual weapons on top of their standard marauders. These guys are just gonna be a loss. And the Chaos Knights hopefully deal well with these plague toads. In fact, let's get the combination of flesh hounds and them over there. Now I need some kind of basic infantry on that point. I think it's just gonna end up being Forsaken. These guys have some pretty good pace, so that makes sense. And then we want these guys fighting in the open area as much as we can. Let's get them firing at the Chosen. Okay, I feel like I need bloodletters, so I'll save it for them. Back up, back up. Okay. And we want to keep them off of this point. So I want to bring these guys back. Oopsies. Wrong order. We're going to charge out here. Chaos Knights. We don't want Chaos Knights fighting against Chosen with great weapons, I don't think. I feel like that's a bad matchup. So let's send the Flesh Hounds in against them. These guys back. This is not looking good. Gotta be optimistic the best I can, but I also gotta be wary of what's going on. So I want to dodge the range fire from these guys. I want to get my Chaos Knights on the Festering Stooges. That's what I want to do. And you know, let's just run into these guys. These guys are anti-infantry anyways. I think it's time we just charge in, we get on guard mode. For some reason I feel like I heard that guard mode allows you to deal, or to use your ranged weapons. I need bloodletters. Should have done all that faster. I think that's going to be my best answer for the Chosen, which are going to last for a while. And we're going to keep our Lord back here. Is this a buff for him or all out? It's all out. So my troops are getting worn down, but I might as well get some damage out of them while he's still here. Who's not doing anything? These guys need to move.
The enemy has captured one of your victory points.
And what I might end up doing here is try to get these Chaos Knights through this middle area. Actually, no. Just charge right in. Lord, we'll keep him back here a little bit. So they got point 2. And you know what? Gotta use our mobility. So, what do I have to respond to those plague toads? They're anti-infantry. Flesh hounds. I'll pull them back. My lord. Oh shit. Not paying attention with him. Then on the cultists, sit over here. And let's pull them back. If they want to come this way and fight, that's okay with me. I'll try to get some more capture weight over here and retake this. Plague toads, they got exalted plague bears coming over here. And we're just gonna fight here then. Yes, these exalted plague bears. Attack buff for everybody. And what else? Get some capture weight. How do I deal with these guys? I'm just gonna charge him with the flesh hounds. Sitting up mistaken on the back. And Chaos spawn a Khorne over here. It's probably a good idea. They'll deal well with those harpies and with the everybody on them. Pop our buff. Shit. That's not looking good. We're getting sworn. These Exalted Plague Bears are really... They are a force to be reckoned with. They're holding their ground against the Bloodletters. Things are not looking good. I'm going to do what I can to hold this, but just feeling like a losing battle.
We smell slaughter!
Fuck, alright, they're fucked.
Escaping doom!
Yeah, we don't have a choice. We gotta engage there. Where's my lord at?
Seeking scouts!
He's not in a good situation. We need to get him out of there. Lost track of him again. What else can I do over here? These guys are good damage dealers, but I don't think they're gonna do well against the toads. I'm low on supplies. Alright, my lord's fucked. He can't get out of the mass. These guys are about to get crashed. Yeah, this is over. Time to get this one up. So damn, man, I really fucked myself up by unsummoning those Marauder Horsemen. I still don't know how I did that. I'm gonna have to watch the replay and see if I accidentally hit the teleport withdraw button, because I don't know how I could have hit you on my keyboard. It's so far away from any of the hotkeys that I use. But I think this guy outplayed me anyways. He had some units that I didn't really have responses for, most of the Plague Toads. And yeah, that's just how it was. Yeah, this is unwinnable. Well, good play to him. Time to concede, not waste some time.
You have been bested.
That was kind of nice playing against Nurgle. It's not a faction I see very often. It seems like if you're playing as a Chaos faction, you can use Chosen against Khorne, because Khorne doesn't have Pit of Shades or any type of high-powered anti-elite infantry spells because they don't have magic. So it seems that Chosen tend to be a good choice against Khorne. Let's take a quick look at this. So Chaos Lord didn't do great. This guy has some interesting buffs that he gets on himself as he's in combat, but I couldn't really put him to good use. I'm not sure if it was the Rossa that I brought. I felt like I couldn't get him in good engagements. I do feel that he has some potential against Nurgle because he's got pretty good combat stats. And again, he has some nice buffs that build up over time, but he got jumped by Plague Toads. I didn't have enough Minotaurs with great weapons or halberd units to get those large targets off of him, and so he didn't have free roam. Forsaken did all right, not good, not great. The Bloodletters did okay. I think they were resummoned, so maybe not so much. Marauders with throwing axes did okay. Marauders with dual weapons did decent. What else? Chaos Knights didn't do so good. I got them trapped up. I should have been a little more careful with them. Minotaurs with great weapons did okay, not great. They were fighting out those Plague Toads. They might have got some damage against the Exalted Hero, but didn't accrue too much value. Flesh Hounds didn't do great. I was trying to use the Flesh Hounds to deal with this guy's Plague Toads, because the Plague Toads are good against infantry size units. They have that bonus versus infantry, but yeah, it didn't play out too well. As far as my opponent, Festus didn't do too much damage. He might have been using healing on his own troops, so it's hard for me to get a sense of how useful Festus was. Exalted Hero got pretty good value. I'm not sure what types of abilities and spells he brought on this guy. Not spells, but abilities and whatever he brought on this guy. I would say that's probably pretty good value. Chosen did decent. I mean, actually, they did well. given how much health they have, so they had the potential to do like 2,700, at least on this unit. Festering Stooges, crushed. Cultist didn't do much. He wasn't on the field for long. These guys didn't do too much, but again, they had a lot of health left. And look, this is what I'm talking about. Barons of the Bog did so much damage. These guys got killed off. Some of these other guys got killed off, I think, by the Fleshhounds, but Barons of the Bog were putting in work. And the amount of health that some of their units had at the end is making me think that Festus definitely was using the healing buff around him. The Chosen and the Barons of the Bog were in combat for a very long time throughout that match, and all are still pretty healthy. So well played to him. He had a pretty well put together build. And yeah, I didn't have a response for him. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I'm rushing myself putting my builds together, not thinking enough about what types of troops my opponent's bringing. I was thinking too much on countering infantry and not enough about plague toads and things like that Nurgle can bring. So either way, well played to my opponent. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.